Hi, this is Beth with DivineMeTime.com. Welcome to this practice. If you've recently lost someone or something and are feeling quite tender-hearted, exhausted, and vulnerable, I invite you to join me in this practice to help nurture and comfort yourself. So let's start with a mudra. Hands crisscross over the heart. If you want to, you can link your thumbs in the Garuda mudra. I'm feeling like I just want to have one hand over the other. And if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. And just tune into your breath and all of the emotions and feelings that may be swirling around you and within you. One thing or feeling might be very prominent, or there might be an ever-flowing cascade of different feelings and emotions or sensations. Just notice and make room for all of it. As you turn your attention to the breath, you may find it becomes a little deeper, a little more rhythmic. And if not, that's okay too. If it's shaky, if it's trembly, just continue to breathe into that belly space with kindness. Feel hand upon heart. And feel the gentle rise of the tissues there as you inhale and exhale. If there's any prayer or dedication or intention you would like to now set for yourself, please do so. A deep breath, and then release one hand to one knee, hands in Gyan Mudra with the index and thumb meeting. Still feeling one hand upon the heart. And then with another deep breath, release that hand. Slowly, very slowly, taking that hand to the other knee in Gyan Mudra, index and thumb touching. Breathe now and feel that tender, raw heart. Your sit bones connected to the earth, grounding in or into the chair if you happen to be on a chair. And now let the arms start to lift by the elbows up and out to the sides. You can keep your hands in Gyan Mudra, or you can open your fingers and then allow your arms to fall gracefully back. And let's repeat that. It's very slow, very gentle. Lifting by the elbows, rounding the arms upward like great wings, and then letting them drift down. Let's repeat. Breathing in as you lift. Exhaling as you lower. Imagining you are gaining height over some great vista. Fly high and see everything so tiny below you. Little trees, little rivers, little mountains, everything so tiny as you float upward on the breeze. Deep breaths. And then extending the arms once more upward, holding them there, opening through the chest slightly, maybe tilting the head upward, length through the back of the neck, maybe holding the breath here or perhaps taking a few more deep breaths, feeling both strength through the arms, softness through the belly, openness through the heart. And then release everything back to the earth, to the ground, and breathe. Return the hands to the heart, maybe one, maybe both, and then begin to allow the body to circle towards the feet, and then back around. So similar to Sufi grinds in Kundalini Yoga, allowing the heart to be heavy as you come forward, really feeling the hands catch that heavy heart. Breathing, exhaling forward, inhaling back. Really let the exhale take everything away as you come forward. Pour it out. And then change direction. You're doing great. Just keep going 2 more times. The next time you come around forward, let's stay there. Go ahead and place your forearms on the ground if you can. If you need to, you can always grab a couple of blocks. And the blocks, set at whichever height works for you, can allow you to rest your forearms and then drop the head. For those of you who are more flexible, you can come all the way down to the ground, forearms in front of you. And if you can rest the forehead on the floor, wonderful. If you need a block to support the head as well, again, at whatever height works for you. Some of you might need to put something under your hips here to allow the hips to be a little higher than the knees and take any strain off the lower back. Now imagine that you are under a great waterfall or perhaps a gentle shower, and allow the rain to bless and pour over your body. Allow the water to cascade and cleanse and purify you. Let it sweep all the old and the stale away. As you breathe deeply and fully. Keeping the palms of the hands nice and open, soft fingers. Allowing energy to pour from the back of the heart down the arms and out the hands. If this is feeling nurturing for you and you wish to have more time here, do take it. Otherwise, go ahead and turn your palms to the floor and use the strength of your arms to help you lift back upright to a seated position and remove any props. And now join me on hands and knees. If you need to fold up the mat for your knees, go ahead and do that. Now we're moving very slowly because sometimes when we are in a deep grief process, when the loss is still very raw, it's hard to move. So just moving, and now like a cat on a very soft surface, feeling into the ground with the knee, first one and then the other, and then the hands, one and then the other. rooting into the ground. Feeling connected to the earth. Allowing that energy from your own limbs to penetrate the ground, to meet the earth below you, and to receive that nourishing, loving energy of the mother coming back up through your limbs. We can pour into the mother all of those energies, those toxic thoughts, those silly beliefs, the guilt, the shame, and she will use it to create, to recycle and compost for new life, for new opportunity. So now let's gently move through some spinal movements here, opening the chest forward, breathing in, and exhaling, rounding the spine up, letting the head drop. Now this can be at your own pace, but we're going to breathe in as we come forward. Hold if you like, or move more rapidly if that feels good. Try to maintain here your sense of gentle relationship with the earth instead of locking the arms and pushing the earth away from you. Really allow a softness in a relationship here. Receive her gentle love and care, even as you release to her what you want to release. And now coming down to the forearms. The hips will remain in the air. We're simply going to shift the weight back towards the hips, feeling a stretch perhaps through the underarm area into the ribs on each side. And then shifting the weight forward over the arms as far as you care to go. And with your eyes, just follow the line as you gently move back and forth. Taking care of your knees here if you need to. You can bend the toes back if you would like a little more sensation through the soles of the feet. And you can also place the forehead on the ground and then roll through the head like so. So if you choose to do this, just make sure you don't have a lot of weight on your head. There is some. You're not holding the head off the ground. It is released to the ground, but most of the weight is carried by the limbs. And breathe as you move. Inhaling forward perhaps, exhaling back. Just noticing what muscles are helping propel you forward. Perhaps you're feeling some activation through the gluteal muscles, maybe through the core, as you support your lower back. One or two more times. And then on the next time, let's just come all the way into a child's pose. The knees wide apart, arms stretched forward. If you need props here for supporting your head, if you need to be on your knees more, that's fine. Allowing the belly to fall to the floor on the inhale. Letting the breath help to expand through the back body. Softening the lower back. Now we're going to draw the left hand right to the center. And with the right hand, we're just going to draw it back to one knee, kind of opening up through the shoulders. So a really gentle twist here. Use the purchase of your hand on your knee to open your chest forward, keeping your head on the ground. You might want to try lifting your head if that doesn't feel like too much, but we really want to be gentle and feel supported here. So if it feels better, just leave your head on the ground and just give your weight to the ground. Two or three deep breaths. And then sliding that right hand forward to take the place of the left. And we'll go to the other side. Now sliding that hand back forward, and if it's possible for you, just coming back onto the forearms, sliding forward and onto the belly. supporting your head, making it comfortable in whatever position it needs. Reaching back behind you with each leg and then replacing it on the floor. So do that a couple of times on each side. Notice the shifting hips as you do so, creating some space through the lower back and the whole spine. And then settle in and just feel your front body protected and in relationship to the gentle, loving earth below you. The support of the catching floor. If there's any discomfort in the feet through the ankles or some stress or tension through the lower back, you can always try placing a blanket or a pillow under the ankles for more comfort and support. You can also bend back the toes if you want more action through the legs. Otherwise, try to rest through the tops of the feet. Now, I have my arms folded with the elbows out to the upper corners of the mat, and my hands palm on palm, just like we did earlier over the heart. From here, we'll take an inhalation and just allow the chest to lift and the head to lift. Keep long through the back of the neck. Just breathe in here. See if you can almost pull yourself forward by pressing your arms into the floor. And as you exhale, just release back to the ground. So we'll repeat that 3 times. Lift and pull. Take your time between. And hold here on the last one. I'm going to invite you to press into the floor through the pubic bone, so you'll feel the lower back flatten a little. And then try to release one arm and then the other. If it hurts your lower back, do let it go, or just do one arm at a time. If this is not comfortable for you, you also might want to try having the hands clasped behind the back, interlaced, and simply use them to help you lift through the chest. So, a couple of options there. Feel free to come down at any time. And you can come up and down, or stay up for a moment, whatever feels good. I'm just going to take a rest here. After you've completed that, just let your arms come to a comfortable resting place before we turn over for Shavasana. And take a moment to really feel the front body again connected to the floor. And anywhere you happen to feel space. Receive the hug of the earth rising up to meet your body. And then when you're ready, with a deep breath, gently move your arms so that you can tuck one and roll yourself. So let's bring one arm under the body. Use the other arm to push into the floor and roll the body all the way to the back. Now in Shavasana, if you would like to have a prop, something under your knees, under your feet, under your head, please do so. It's very important that we're not jutting the chin back. We want the head parallel to the ground. If you need a blanket, and have one handy, please grab that. Take the time to make yourself comfortable. Take the effort of self-care. First, attend to the comfort of your body. Then attend to the sensation of the body faced upright. The back body and its contact points with the ground. Becoming aware of the weight of the body. And then bringing the attention to the breath. Feeling the rise and the fall of the belly with the breath. Imagining with each exhale that belly can drop back and kiss the ground. Soften through the surface of the hands and the feet. Soften the face, the brow, the jaw, the eyes, the tongue. Now you may spend as much time as you like here. I'm going to talk you through how to come out of this when you're ready. So we're going to cross one arm to one shoulder, cross the other arm over to the other shoulder in a lovely little embrace. Go ahead and squeeze the shoulders up to the ears on the inhale. And then draw the shoulders down on the exhale. And then curl, start to press the heels into the floor, bend the knees and curl the body off to one side into the fetal position, still maintaining that embrace over your shoulders. Just curl up. If you need support under your head, let that blanket or support be there. And just hold yourself here in this fetal position. If there's any kind of self-soothing that you want to do, if you want to embrace yourself a little firmer, if you want to gently stroke your arms or your forehead, and then with one final little hug and squeeze, use the top arm to press into the ground, allowing your head to come up last and be nice and heavy as you turn your nose to the floor. Coming back to an upright seated position of your choice. Returning to hand over heart. Acknowledging that you might feel no different or very different than when we started, and that it's all okay. Be tender. You're safe. Be there for yourself. And if you'd like to repeat after me and affirm for yourself, or just listen. I am safe. I am whole. I am. I am safe. I am whole. I am. I am safe. I am whole. I am.